What's going on YouTube? Penitent Assassin here, and I'm back with another one. Welcome back to the channel. So what's going on here is I'm obviously doing heist prep with a crew member and a friend, Stagner. I've also got a couple of randoms with me. I'm flying over to do the Longfin heist prep when I see a jet coming, so I decided to hit the chaff just in case they try and fire, and then it'll give me enough time to bail. They don't fire, they actually circle around. I presume they're going to use cannons, so I bail anyway.
Not on this day.
Alright, cool, it is what it is. I pulled the parachute a little bit too late. Let's get in my jet and let's get it. By this time, there's two of them. They've paired up. There's the B11 Strike Force, who I'm on right now, and the Raiju. The reason I'm on the B11 is because he's just killed one of the dudes, one of the people that I'm with. So yeah, let's get the B11. Nice couple of initial shots. Come round, get it up, pow, hit him again. The punk bails.
Weak.
Since they've bailed, I circle around and I notice that the other one's out of his jet, so I'm going to bail as well. I'm going to get on the ground. And I know I don't use quad lens in my YouTube videos, but this is like my third day back from being away for 2 weeks since it was my birthday, and various other things that made me be away for 2 weeks. So right here, I'm obviously shooting one, but he ducks behind. So I look at him, I shoot, but Stagner gets him. I turn back to the other dude. I go to shoot him, but he gets me. Pow! It is what it is. We move on. Right, as you can see here on respawn, see that there? That's where the guy in the B11 blew up my person trying to get the Longfin. Sit down. So I've obviously got them there, but yeah, you can see that that's where they blow up my people trying to get the Longfin. The heist prep doesn't get done because the fight goes on way too long. This is 20 odd minutes consolidated down into 9 because there's a lot of running around, you know, trying to get to each other. You know, so, and obviously death cam's cut, so I've cut out all the what I think's all the boring stuff. Obviously, that, yeah. So yeah, let's move on anyway. Right, so here they're there, and I shoot him in the head. Sit down, boy. And then there's this dude here. He's joined the party. I don't know who he is. He does leave in a minute, but obviously they're both working together. Sit down. Then there's this punk here. I'll take a second to get him, but obviously the inevitable, I do get him. Sit down. They keep respawning in front of me, which is beautiful. Get him again. I'm not mad that they keep respawning there, because the idea for me is to get them to go passive or rage quit, so that I can move on and get on with the heist prep. Sit down, so I can move on and get on with the heist prep. That's the plan. Like, you know, but you know, I make a silly mistake here. You know, there's two of them around there. They're shooting RPGs. There's one of me shooting an RPG. I make a dumb mistake by getting too close, but it is what it is. We move on to the next one. So what I do here is I see them around the corner, I roll, I shoot, we exchange. I do know what, right, because I do use RPGs against like really good tryhards. So I understand it, like, do you know what I mean? Like, but the majority of the time, if I can't get them, I shoot. But the majority of the time, I like to use ARs and snipers. But you know, I'm winning anyway, so I don't know why I'm sitting there thinking to myself, oh, flipping, oh, he killed me. Like, that was a nice little exchange. That did annoy me because I was 3 up on them, and obviously 4, but then they got me. Yeah, on respawn. Pow! Sit down. The reason I shot the home moon launcher there is because he went around the corner and I didn't know he was going to strafe back. Sometimes when I'm talking, right, and I'm watching the video, I get distracted by what I'm watching. And as I try and explain something, I jump into the video, then remember that I was explaining something. And so what I'm going to do is, I'm going to quickly elaborate on something that I said in my last video. Basically, in Birmingham at the NEC Arena on the 11th of July, there's going to be the Grand Theft Auto cast. Stephen Ogg, Ned Luke, and Sean Sean Fontino, aka Michael, Trevor, and Franklin. Can't wait to go do that. That's going to be such a vibe. I thought it was the 11th of June this month. So basically what I've done is I did a few things, like I'm trying not to divulge into my personal life, because this isn't a personal thing. This is more of, I'm a content creator bringing you guys something, and my personal stuff's my personal stuff, which I'm going to keep personal, which you can obviously respect. Like if you're working at McDonald's and I start asking you questions about your personal life, you'd feel a bit like, why does this guy want to know so much about me? So the point is, do you know what I mean? Like, it's my personal stuff that I'm not going to divulge into. So anyway, right, so I got it all ready to go to the NEC, and like I said, I wanted a one-day ticket, and because I didn't get paid until the 11th, and it was on the 11th, I had to try and get the same day ticket. But anyway, so the point is, I've gone to book the ticket, and I've just as I'm reading it, it says the 11th of July, and I thought, oh, it's not the 11th of June, it's the 11th of July. So yeah, I've had to put off the Comic Con at Birmingham NEC on the 11th of July to meet the GTA cast for another. Well, I haven't had to put it off because it wasn't even on. But the point is, it's a month later than I thought. So yeah, you know, is what it is. Anyway, do me a quick favor while I'm thinking about it. Please like the video, please subscribe to the channel. It's really going to help me bring you better content in the future. Also, I'm on TikTok. Get over to TikTok and drop me a follow, drop me a like on a few videos over there. I've got some great exclusive, like, see this video, this is exclusive to YouTube, you can't find it on TikTok, and vice versa. I've got exclusive TikTok videos that you can't find on YouTube, so you might as well be subscribed to both of them, so you can you know, see all the videos. Right, quickly get back to this video here. I never shoot first, but I've got my gun ready to show, and I was backing up to show these guys I don't shoot first, but this guy shot first, so that's just created some more people into the mix. But you know, it is what it is. I'll go to get him, but he's got him again. Anyway, my focus is now back on this yellow guy here, and there's one of them who spawns behind me, and I don't realise for a second. I think, what's hitting me? By the time I realise, I turn to shoot, and then obviously he's got the better of me, and I sit down. Pow!
That will leave a mess.
I don't mind the pump shotgun at close range like that. It's brilliant. It's so effective. I run through here, and there's one there. I try to blow him up with a bit of splash damage, but he gets into a tank. So what I do is I try to teleport so I can orb him, but obviously I've not got the text off Leicester. So I think, you know what, let me Evo, let me get to a main road. I'm going to get on my Mark II repressor, and I will take your tank out. You want to use weaponized vehicles? I'll use a weaponized vehicle. As I jump on my Mark II repressor, I pull off and I turn around. I hit the chaff, I don't know why, but pow, pow, pow. He climbs out, pow. I get him, I get myself. Look at that spin, that's nuts. Anyway, I appreciate every single one of you. Don't forget to like, subscribe, post notifications, and Assassin out.